like to introduce our new Director of Lacrosse and head men's lacrosse coach, Mr. Richard Carrington.
What is the vision for Tusculum lacrosse? Yeah, I see the ability to attract students, first of all, academically, just because of the block schedule is an amazing thing, I think. To be able to give our student athletes a chance to focus on one class at a time, one exam at a time, and to not be bogged down in classes all day. I think it's a huge benefit, and I know it's going to be appealing to the lacrosse student athletes out there. Additionally, I think just the close-knit community that I've felt in my time here, short time here at Tusculum, has been amazing. And I think that's family is a theme that's huge in lacrosse. Lacrosse overall is a close-knit community. So when you talk about family, it's something that is very important to a lacrosse player. And as far as athletically, this is an exciting time for men's lacrosse in the South. With the South Atlantic Conference adding lacrosse next year as a sponsored sport, this is the perfect time to add a program. And I think that we're gonna, we've already received quite a bit of interest from some junior college student athletes and also some high school student athletes. So I think we're going to be okay in terms of generating some interest, despite some of our geographical limitations. Overall, what type of student athlete am I trying to bring in here for our program? I think I kind of revert back to my experience at VMI, where our theme was that it was tough. It's the toughest military institute in the country. Well, I want to bring some of that toughness, some of that willing to fight through some adverse situations. I want to bring that to our program here at Tusculum. I like to say that I see a lot of student athletes out there right now with the Xbox mentality. The Xbox mentality. They're playing their game, and something doesn't go right. They didn't pass the level. They didn't score enough points. Something happened, and what do? You hit the reset button. Well, in life, you can't hit the reset button. In life, you have to have the ability to go through and fight through adverse situations. You have to have that intestinal fortitude to say, you know what, everything's not perfect. Things are not going as I envisioned, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to find a way, and I'm going to work to be successful. So what I'm looking for the next few months here are student athletes that embrace that adversity and say, hey, we know we're a first-year program. We know that there's going to be people saying, well, what is Tusculum lacrosse, and who are you? Or you're a bunch of freshmen. I want players that are motivated by that and say, you know what? Yeah, we are young, we are inexperienced, we are new, but we're going to go out and we're going to show you that we can be successful and we will be successful. I've run the full gambit during my career. I've coached at every level possible, and after coaching every level, I wanted another opportunity to be a head coach. I felt compelled to be a head coach again, and I wasn't just going to leave for any situation. I enjoyed my time at VMI. I'm coaching with one of my best friends and one of my mentors, and coaching in a place that I believe in and respect so highly. So again, it wasn't going to be just anywhere. Tusculum was the right fit at the right time, and everyone I talked to about the place had great things to say. And even people who left said they wish they could come back, and to me that says an awful lot. It's basically the same template. We started the program in Chestnut Hill College up in Philadelphia, another Division II institution, and I see us using that experience as a chance to not only do it here successfully, but do it here much faster as well. First of all, the speed at which you need to acclimate yourself with the overall campus and the philosophy of the school. I think we took maybe a little bit too long to do that at Chestnut Hill. I wish we had taken advantage of the chance to do that much earlier. Also, in terms of the recruiting piece, making sure that we're going after the student athlete that's going to be a great fit here, as opposed to just recruiting talent in general. And I think the biggest piece is making sure that the student athlete, once they do come in for that first year of the program, understand the culture and the community here at Tusculum, because what you hate to do is introduce a huge contingent of students and they don't quite get what Tusculum is and how the community operates. And in order for them to do that, it takes like the leadership from a coach, so they understand what their expectations are. We anticipate having a full 35 to 40 man roster by next spring. So obviously we'll do a chunk of that work here in the next few months, but there's also the opportunity for us, especially with the block schedule, to bring in people in between blocks in the fall and then also at the semester break. I think lacrosse is a sport that really sells itself. The only hang-up is the understanding of the sport. So I think if we can get out in the community and educate people on lacrosse before they actually have a chance to see a lacrosse game, that's going to go a long way, because once they see a game, see the speed at which we play, see the impact at which we play, and the passion and enthusiasm we compete with, we're going to win some fans over.
To be a part of Tusculum College, as we all know, and being able to introduce a new sport even makes it more and more exciting. We have a lot of great things happening on our campus, and I think that bringing lacrosse not only to our campus but to our community is going to do so much for our campus community as a whole, Greeneville, Greene County, the East Tennessee region. As we talked about starting this about a year ago, Dr. Moody and I decided that we needed to look for someone that had a background in lacrosse that could come in here and run a program, run a very structured program, be a very disciplined coach. Some of the people that we thought we would be able to attract, they need to have ties to certain regions, certain parts of the country. And I talked to several people about our lacrosse position. And I told Richard this when he was on his interview. I enjoy sitting back, getting to sell Tusculum College to potential coaches and candidates, because it reaffirms what a great place we really have here at Tusculum College. And when Richard was here on his interview, he immediately got our attention of the person that we really were looking for to start our program. He's done this once before. He started a Division II lacrosse program at Chestnut Hill up in Pennsylvania. Was very successful bringing student athletes to campus there in a very similar setting. He's got ties to the South Atlantic Conference, as he's a Mars Hill graduate, and we won't hold that against him. He's also coached at Mars Hill, as he was a player there in the lacrosse world. I spoke to the athletic director at Mars Hill, and also spoke to our former athletic director and my former boss, Ed Hoffmeyer. And they continue to give positive raves about Richard Carrington, what kind of person he is and how structured he'll be, and be a disciplinarian as we need to bring this new sport onto campus. I'm very excited that we're able to start this. When we started the initial look, we named Richard, or the position, as the Director of Lacrosse, as the head men's lacrosse coach, with the intent to start both the men's and women's program. Right now we are going to start the men's program, and we're continuing to do feasibility studies on where we're going with the women, but we will start the women's program. It just will not be immediate at this time.